Oh my god, oh my god. Oh man. Oh, I can't believe that just happened. Where the hell am I? Oh man, my head. Oh god, what are we gonna do? Can't use this thing anymore. Well guys, by unfortunate events, I was headed on my hunting trip to northern Canada. I don't know where the hell we crash landed. We are in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Oh man, that was a hard hit. Ugh. Okay, well, let's get our bearings straight here. Man, I don't know. We're gonna have to try and figure out if we can repair that thing and get it back up in the air and see if we can get back on with our hunting trip. But for right now, I think we need to figure out how the hell we're gonna be able to survive out here. We're gonna die. We don't have shelter. We have no food. We have nothing. Oh my god, look, it's a deer. Hey, what's up, guy? See if we can find some water somewhere. Oh, good. Some water right here. Oh, get down and get a drink real quick. Oh, wow. All right. Is there anything around here? Is there anybody? We gotta look for some help. Oh, wait. Oh, perfect. I see some, something up here. I don't know. Maybe we'll be able to find somebody. Okay. Interesting. What's this? Is someone home? Anybody home? Anybody home in there? Anybody home? Let's head inside. Man. This place looks abandoned. There ain't nobody in here. Ugh, spoiled garbage. And let's see if we can access the shop here. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. So we got a shop with a bunch of things that we can get, which is awesome. That'll work. We're gonna have to find a way to make some money though. A bunch of stuff out here. Look at this place, just completely abandoned, guys. What's over here? Oh, sweet. Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. Looks like there's an axe and a machete. Okay, very good. So got a couple of tools here that we're gonna be able to use. Yes, let's see what's going on over here. Oh, okay. This looks like some sort of place that we can come and dump our trailer and make some money. Okay. Let's see, let's take a look here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we got some access to some help controls. Okay, we could sell wood. We click R. Okay, so I'm assuming we're gonna throw some wood on here and we'll go ahead and go grab some wood right now. Oh, look, there's the deer. Can we sneak up on it? There's two of them. Well, let's go ahead and get to chopping our first tree here because man, that is not good. So I can't believe we've gone down in the middle of the forest here. Okay, so it looks like we got some wood chips on the ground. See, can we get rid of this stump here? Yeah. Oh, beautiful. All right, it turns the stump into wood chips. That's good. All right, now let's figure out how long we can cut this piece of wood. Let's see right about there. What's that look like for us? That piece about 86 kilograms. Should be able to lift that, I think. Let's grab that. Yeah, okay, that'll work. Okay, let's bring it over there and see if we could sell this. Make some money really quick. All right, put that guy on there. All right, sell wood. $90. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, let's continue. Let's chop this tree up a little bit more here. Let's see if I could get all these branches off. See if we can. This machete. I'm not sure what the use of this machete is. I don't think this machete works very well. All right, well, let's just stick with the axe. All right, let's see if we can get some of these sticks off of here, make this tree a little bit nicer to sell. Turn it into a little bit of a log. All right, there we go. That worked pretty well. All right, so I think we could maybe carry a little bit bigger of a piece. Let's see. It's 88 kilograms. It's 218. Can we grab this one? Oh, can't grab that one, so I think we're going to have to chop it a little smaller here. Let's see. Oh, right under 200 kilograms. Let's see. Can we grab that? Oh, we can. So our limit to grab wood is 200 kilograms. All right, let's get this guy down here. Man, that was a hard hit coming down. I was headed on my hunting trip to Canada. We're supposed to go hunting for some bear. Now look at us. We're out here trying to survive in the middle of the wilderness with absolutely nobody. Nothing out here. Guys, this is a little bit of a disaster as we know it, but we're going to see if we can make enough money to go ahead and repair that plane and get it working again. But man, I think the way to go about this, considering we're in the middle of a forest, I think we're going to start logging. Maybe we'll just see if we can start some type of logging company up here. I don't even know where we are. We're going to have to drive around and try to find a road or something. But anyway, let's sell this wood. Sold for $440. That's not bad. We got $500. Let's go visit the shop in here and see what there is for sale. Might be a few things that we can buy. Okay, here we go. Nice. All right, so let's come down here to hand tools because that's probably all we can afford at the moment. We got $500. Look, I got some chainsaws, some other axes that look a little bit better. Let's go with just this axe for now. All right, we're going to buy this one. Okay, very good. So we got our axe. There we go. Look at that. Nice brand new tool. This shop is conveniently placed. I can tell somebody used to live around here at one point. I wonder if they got ran out of business. I don't know. It's gonna be up to us to do a little bit better. We got a nice water source here. Let's chop this tree down. Let's see this new axe in shape here. Nice. Okay, very good. Timber. Wow, look at that tree. That's a big one. Okay, it looks like 2.5 tons almost. Almost 2.5 tons here. Let's see if we can delimb this tree or debranch it, I guess is what you'd call it. All right, so just trying to get rid of all these branches on the tree here. This is a pretty big one. Not gonna lie, I think we're gonna get some good money for this tree. I don't know if we're gonna be able to carry it that far. Let's see how heavy it is. All right, chop that guy right there. It's that 92 kilogram. Okay, it's not too bad. I think we'll be able to chop them a little bit bigger. 200 kilogram is what we can afford to carry without breaking our back. That's 204, just a little bit too big there. Just got to keep cutting these down to size. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a couple of these up there right now. Let's grab them. Beautiful. Ugh, these logs are heavy as heck. Let's go ahead and throw them on here. All right, man. So I think I'm going to go ahead and just go off on a limb here and say that what we need to do... Oh, man. Just threw that tree too far. What we're going to have to do is we're going to have to start trying to make as much money as possible. And we'll be able to maybe... I saw in the shop that you can buy a car. And we can maybe get a pickup truck and start driving around. Be able to put these logs in the back of the truck, and maybe that'll work. So we're going to have to work our way up to that. I don't know how expensive it is. I didn't really pay attention, but I did see that you can buy tractors and cars and harvesters and a bunch of things. So we're going to be able to kind of go any direction here, but I think just given our circumstances, we're so close to the forest here, we probably will just stick to trying to create a forest operation to make our first bit of money. All right, cool. So grabbing this last piece here. Let's see how much we get for this half a tree that we chopped down. Sell that. Whoa, $2,000. Okay, nice. Let's go ahead into the shop and see what we can get with our first $2,000. All right. All right, so heading into the shop now. Looks like try and find something to be able to move around a little bit. Let's see. Let's check into the trucks. We got this little one over here for $5,500. This shop has a lot of inventory, guys. I'm telling you. All right. Ooh, $1,850 for this pickup truck. Maybe we'll go ahead and grab this one. An old Ford 1967. All right, let's actually get this guy. Whoa, that is exactly what we need right now. It's got the 390 V8 in it, but actually, you know what? Let's keep it on, actually. Perfect. So $1,850 spent on our first truck here. So let's go see. Nice. Right outside the shop. Look at that, guys. That's beautiful. We're going to be able to carry some weight with this guy. Oh, it almost didn't start. That's all right. Wow, this thing's got some speed to it. Holy cow. Okay. So we got our first truck, guys. That's a pretty good improvement already. Now we can put all of our wood in the bed here. Beautiful, just like that. And then just keep chopping away. I say that we should probably get a chainsaw pretty soon because that's going to help us out a ton. At the moment, I just want to make a little bit more money, so being able to fill up this truck and instead of running all the pieces back, be super handy. Looks like we're getting a bunch of wood chips too, so it might be smart for us to grab these wood chips and see if we could sell these over there as well. All right, let's grab this wood here. Oh, okay. Oh, man, there we go. All right, cool. Let's get these in there. I grabbed this log, kind of weird. There we go. All right, let's see if we can get this up on top of the rack here. Oh, it just kind of falls through the rack. So I guess we can't really use the rack as its intended purpose, but we can. Well, let's do this then. Oh, the bumper kind of just well, I don't know the issue there, but you can't really expect very much from this truck, to be honest, guys. So we're just gonna hang it up over the cab. That'll work. Might want to make these a little smaller so we can actually fit them inside the pickup. Nice. Oh, we left a branch on this one. It's okay. Wow. See? If it wasn't for pickup trucks, what would you do, huh? Perfect. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful. We're going to stack this truck up as high as we can. See how much money we can make off of selling this tree. I think, look at over there. Bambi's just looking at me, wondering, how the hell did you get out here? I haven't seen a human in my entire life. I don't even know what you are. That's what he's saying. So, all right, very good. So we'll grab the rest of this tree here, and we're going to take this over to our sales shop over there. See if we can make some decent money here. Put these straps on. Let's go ahead and tighten these fasten belts. Beautiful. We got more here. Yep. One more. Oh, you got a third one? Nice. All right, very good. All right, we got a horn on this bad boy. Woo! Pretty good. Okay, so I think we could probably just get off like that and sell it. Let's see. We have to take it out of the truck, or are we going to be good? Oh, we're good. $3,580 sold. That's a pretty good win. All right, let's hop in our truck and drive right up over to our shop here. I think we're our next step here is going to be to upgrade our tool that we're using to a chainsaw. So let's go ahead and enter the shop. Looks like there's a couple options in here. 2200. This one might be the one that we want. It's ported one. All right, 2200. The best chainsaw in the shop here. We got it. $2,200. Holy cow! Look at this thing. It is a beast. Let's see if we could chop another tree down. All right, first time using the chainsaw. Let's get down as close as we can. Wow, this thing is a beast. Look at the speed on that thing. Timber on that one, huh? All right, let's see if we can delimit pretty good here. Okay. Working like a charm. These trees are selling for a lot of money, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's see how much we could chop here. Boom. Alright, that's about right size. So it looks like right now about a 1.4 meter piece is what we can afford to cut. We can pick it up. So we go a little bit longer, maybe 1.7. We can keep going a little bit longer as we keep going down the tree. Don't want to go too long though, because then we can't really fit it in our truck. I think we're going to make some decent money on this, guys. Probably a couple $1,000, I would say. Jump over on the other side of this bush. Let's walk this all over to the truck. I think we'll bring the truck over a little bit here. Okay. This truck's going to be our best friend right now. Imagine having to take all this over, especially after that plane crash. My body hurts quite a bit, so this is a relief for me. Stacking up logs into my nice old 67 beautiful pickup truck over here. I wonder how high we can actually stack this. Looks like we can go up a whole nother level. Hopefully, if we go that high, we can still get the straps on, so hopefully that'll work. Oh, this one's still got a little branch on it. That's okay. All right, I think I'm gonna... Oh, knocked one down. I think I'm gonna take this one over to the station right now. All right, let's hop in here and fasten up our tension belts. Nice. All right, very good. So we got to come back here and grab the rest of that tree, but right now, let's go sell this. Ah, the brakes on this thing are not very good. We're gonna have to work on the brakes, that's for sure. All right, let's go ahead and sell that. $3,000 for that. That's pretty good. Looks like about Each full truck bed that we have here is going to yield us about $3,000. We are headed on our way to success, I'm telling you guys. Okay. And the rest of these pieces here, we should be, at the time this is done being sold, I think we should be about $8,000, which is perfect. We're going to take a look at the shop and see what else we can buy for a whopping $8,000 to... I did always want to start a logging company, but my pops always told me that you can't have a logging company if you come from nothing, because the equipment costs a lot of money. Now it's my time to prove them wrong. You know, I didn't tell anybody I was going on this hunting trip, so I think no one's going to be looking for me anytime soon. So, be like I just walked right out of the world, and that's it. So, cool. That's almost full. I'm going to go ahead and chop down another tree. This one right here, probably. Oh, nice and close to the bottom there. Beautiful. Timber on that one. Now, this tree is not that heavy, so I think we can get some longer sections. That's at 320 kilograms, so we got to cut that in half. But the rest of this is actually quite light. I was able to grab a little flashlight, which is nice. It'll be useful for the night. See, grab the little flashlight. Considering we don't really have any place to sleep, we could try to go sleep in the shop over there. But hey, in case the owner comes home, I don't want to make him angry. So, wow, look at that. That's like a really dangerous wood. So, let's not do that. Maybe we can run into Bambi and spear him. Have something for dinner. Alright, cool. So we got just a whole nother tree just like that. That's pretty quick. Let's go ahead and get this sold. Oh, wait. We got to put our straps on. Oh, my God. Almost forgot to fasten our tension belts. There we go. Got it on. Look at this, Bambi. Oh, it just ran him over. It didn't die, though. I'm not sure what happened. He's immortal. Ah, just jammed my toe. That was a hard hit. I gotta be careful my driving, guys. Holy cow. Alright, let's see how much we get for this. $3,500 sold for all that wood. That's pretty good. Alright, moving us up to $8,500 total. Man, this truck, when it tries to start, I'm telling you, it's in rough shape. Let's see what the shop has to offer us here. We could look to get like a skid steer. There's a $15,000 option, which we're pretty close to. Alright though, but it is 7 o'clock in the morning, so we still have a decent amount of time left in the day. So I think before we go ahead and buy anything else, I think the best thing to do right now would be to continue just chopping down a couple more logs, making some more money, and make sure that we can get ourselves some type of shelter for the night. So we have a full day ahead of us here. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and start chopping down some of these trees here. What type of log is this? This is a Scotch pine. That'll work. We'll chop this guy down. Oh. Alright guys, so basically what we need to do is come into the shop here and we're going to buy some food. So it's shift 1 to buy a burger, shift 2 for soda, water, juice, meal. The shift 1 gets us a burger, nice. Shift 2 soda, 3 water, 4 juice, 5 a meal, and 6 a health pack. Very good. So it looks like we got a full inventory worth of food. All right, so I just put our food up on the table here. Take a look. I bought a couple more burgers while we're at it. We'll leave our food there. We have a little bit on us right now. So we just open up our inventory here. We see we can have the food on us at all time. And in order to have any, I just go ahead and double click on it. So if I click right here, boom, I just had water. And then to buy water, just buy some more. Just like that. All right, very good. So let's get back to work here. We are going to use the chainsaw. Alright, well, I don't know what happened there, but everything got super loud all of a sudden out of nowhere, so just gonna go ahead and chop this tree up. There we go. Taking all the leaves off and the branches. Hop into our truck. Alright. Let's go ahead and get this tree all chopped up. It's hard doing this by weight. You know, you gotta kind of just guess how much these cuts are gonna weigh. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to lift them up if we don't cut it the right size. So, okay, cool. So this is a really long piece. We're gonna have to cut this anyway. Okay. I guess that'll ride like that. So, grab this. Just stacking up. Whoa! Guess I'm a little stronger than I thought. Filled up on food, and now I'm able to throw logs 30 feet. Okay. I don't know how much how much money we're gonna make for this. It should be pretty good. That piece on top of my truck is just gonna come along for the ride, I guess. Let's see if we can get it there. Whoa, it's just spinning out of control. All right, let's go grab it really quick. Bring it on. Holy cow. Okay. Go. All right, now let's sell this and see how much money we make. Cool, quick, $1,200. It wasn't too much for that one. I think we want to stay to harvesting the gray trees. I think that's where our money is going to be. So, gray trees is going to be a lot better for us. These lodgepole pine. Oh, no! Oh, right on my truck. Oh, are we going to be able to get out of this? Oh, my God. I didn't think it was going to fall on my truck. Oh, thank God our truck's okay. All right, cool. Move on to this next tree over here. This is a little bit bigger. Whoa, that just completely decided to fall out of my truck. Move on to this tree here. Timber. Okay, cool. So we got another tree here. Let's bring it over to the truck, load it up, and we'll go sell it. This is a big boy. Look at the size of that tree. Woo! It's a big log. I like these lodgepole trees because you can actually pick them up pretty decently. Now we're gonna deforest quite a bit of this, so we're gonna have to wind up eventually replanting trees and making a field and replanting it. So that'll be in the books. See how long we're out here in the wilderness before someone finds us, or before we can fix our plane up. We're gonna need to get that plane out of that ditch over there and bring it over to the base. But in order to do that, I think we're going to have to get a something like a front loader or some type of machine to be able to pull it. Maybe a tractor with a winch would work. Let's strap everything in. Nice. Let's head to go sell it all. This should make us a couple $1,000s. Be a pretty good haul. And we sell it there. And that will put us over $10,000. So we are officially at $12,248 after that sale. Let's check our inventory here. Let's go ahead and have a burger and some water. We'll go ahead and buy a couple more burgers. I like these burgers. I like the waters too. They're pretty good. We do have our food out on the table here that we should probably eat, but it's just going to spoil. I think I'll leave that there. Why not, right? Headed into the shop here with over $12,000. Maybe what we can do is get one of these self-made trailers. It looks like it'll hold 600 kilograms. It looks longer, able to hold the logs, and we'll be able to take more at one time, which will be pretty good. So I think this is going to be a good purchase. Go ahead and grab this one. $2,500, well spent. All right, let's pick it up with our truck. That's a pretty nice trailer. It's a bit longer than our truck bed too, so maybe we'll be able to stack the logs quite a bit better. Now, $2,500, we got a nice trailer. Ugh, stuck against the wall there. All right. Let's back up here. Grab our trailer. Oh, whoa. It's not letting me connect to the trailer. I'm not sure why. Something don't look right there. So maybe you can't use this trailer and this truck together. That's interesting. I figured that you could pretty much use the ball that's on the back of the truck, but it doesn't seem to want to attach. Unfortunately, I think we are kind of screwed on that one. That was not a good purchase. Anything else we could purchase that might be able to pull that trailer? There's nothing we can really buy at the moment, so I think we're just going to wind up selling this guy, take a little bit of a loss on it. Kind of sucks because I had no idea that was going to be an issue, so that we'd just be able to, but we're gonna take a little bit of a loss on it, sell it, get our money back to $11,000. We are going to just keep moving on, chopping some more trees down, and we're gonna wait till we can get enough money to buy a skid steer. We gotta get our butt moving, guys. It is already 1 o'clock, and we are going to not be able to have anywhere to sleep tonight unless we move our butt. We need somewhere to sleep, and we don't even have money for that, so maybe we won't be buying any equipment besides for some type of shelter, at least. I mean, maybe we can even get a tent or something. That might help a little bit. I have seen my hunger and my thirst going down. I haven't seen my health go down, so I'm not really sure what causes health to go down. And I'm not really sure what happens if it gets to 0. Do we die? I don't know. So with that being said, I'm not going to want to find out, and I'm just going to make sure I always eat food, and I always have water, and then I think we should be good to go from there. So let's go ahead, pop all this on here. We're making some decent money from this wood. I just wish that we could chop it all down a little bit quicker than using the chainsaw. But I think that's going to be our only option at the moment. Anything for logging, very, very expensive out here in the middle of nowhere. This truck is really holding a lot of weight right now, guys. Take a look at that. I hope we don't pop the tires on it. Oh, we are really stacking this guy high. I don't think we've ever had a pile like this. This is going to be the most money we've made in one trip. So let's make sure we strap this guy down. Boom. Oh my god. Yep, I can definitely feel the weight on this guy. Oh yeah, it's heavy. She is heavy. I think we're going to get probably $5,000 for this load here. Whoa, we just lost a tree in the middle of the turn there. Grab that guy, get it back on here. Oh, okay. And we're sell. $5,000 on the dot. I guess I was correct. Okay, that gives us enough money to go ahead and get a skid steer here. Look at this. We got to get this thing. This will be a tub grinder. $350,000 for this tub grinder. That would be pretty cool. With a tree saw, you can cut down trees. Now, what does that hook up to? This is also something I really want to get, guys. This wood crane. It would be really, really cool. I think the best option here, guys, is to go ahead and move forward with the skid steer for $15,000. We'll also be able to put a few things on here, like a bucket. I think we'll also be able to use this, which is a saw. It's a small little John Deere, but I think it'll get us going. Interesting. The forestry one has a cage on it, which is pretty cool. But I don't think we need that at the moment. We're just trying to save some money. So let's go ahead and give that guy a buy. And we are left with $1,400, so not even enough for a bucket. So we do need to go and chop a couple of trees down again before we can do anything. But there is our skid steer. As you guys can see here, looks pretty cool. Drive this bad boy around. Let's go. Okay, cool. Well, let's grab this truck really quick. Let's go grab another another tree. It'll give us some money that we need to go ahead and buy a skid steer attachment, like a bucket. Well, I think if we chop this one down, actually, it would be a pretty good tree to chop. It looks pretty big. I just want to be able to pick up longer pieces of wood instead of having to cut these small sections, which we'll be able to once we get the skid steer with the grapple and the forks. So that would be pretty good for us going forward. Help us to make some decent money. Okay, after this, I think we're going to have to sit down and grab a bite to eat. We're getting a little bit hungry at 80%. All right, let's back this truck up so we don't have to walk so far. This truck was probably the best purchase that we've made so far out here in the forest. I mean, we couldn't be just walking around everywhere, but we got this nice truck that we were able to get, and definitely, I think, has helped us big time. We can start making 6-meter cuts. We can make a lot of money off of this wood, guys. It would be amazing. And we can, now that we have the skid steer, get the claw attachment for it. Like a deck of cards, a house of cards, like ready to just fall down, because look at this. Oh my god. Who taught me how to stack logs? Get that one on there. Okay, I think we're going to have to call that good there. Maybe we can try to put this last one on this side here. Oh. Put that right there. Okay, let's quickly get in and strap it down before anything falls off. Okay, pretty good. So we're going to have to come back and grab the last bits of wood that are on the ground there, because that's all extra money. But for right now, this will work. Oh, God, we just jammed ourselves. Oh, God, we just jammed ourselves in the corner. Let's move our truck out the way here. There we go. Okay. And if we sell it, we get a nice total of $5,000. That was a pretty good haul, guys. Another 5 grand there. We should be able to buy our bucket as well as our forks with a claw on it. A couple pieces of wood here. Be an extra couple $100 here. I forgot to strap in my logs. Okay, and then strap it in. Perfect. Let's go. As long as it's kind of touching it, I think it should sell. There we go. Perfect. Another $589. Puts us up to $7,000 again after the purchase of our skid steer. Now we got to go ahead and get some attachments. That is what is next. Let's go ahead and head into the shop here. Brush and log fork. That's $2,000. So we'll go ahead and get this guy. So let's buy him. I think we'll be able to hook up to it with our John Deere. And okay, we'll grab this bucket too. So we have a bucket now. I don't know, that only holds 1,000 liters, but that should be a lot for mulch. So let's see. Let's try to attach to these attachments here. Maybe we can drive around and see if we can collect some mulch and see how much money we make off of mulch. So grab up to this bucket here. Quick attach. Beautiful. Let's see if we can go collect some mulch from the trees that we chopped down earlier. Too, this thing is kind of slow, only about 8 miles an hour. But we're putting our bucket down. Okay, there we go. Wood chips. Beautiful. That's quite a bit on the ground here. If we just come along here and grab all these wood chips, almost got a full bucket. We do. Let's go. Okay, curl that back, lift it up a little bit, and let's go dump this off. Now, I wonder if I could dump this wood chips into my Ford over there. I don't know if it works that way, but we can definitely give it a try. That way this thing, we don't have to waste so much time because it only goes 8 miles an hour. All right, so as we go and dump these wood chips here. Nice. Okay, we made $331. Okay, I mean, it's not as much money as I thought we were going to make, but that is okay. Now, let me see something here, because if we check the prices, we'll see if wood chips actually sell wood chips here. Okay, so right now, actually, we're at the bottom of the season. So what would be nice is if we can actually collect a pile of wood chips and then sell them off in January or December and just keep them actually over here. I think we could probably just put a pile of wood chips maybe over to the side of our selling station. That might work pretty well for us. So let's go ahead and grab some more wood chips here. We'll go ahead and give it a try and see if our tractor or our truck can hold some. So there we go. Just grabbing up all this wood chips. Now we could actually make more money if we grind down these stumps. So let me hop out here. Here's a perfect example. So if I grind down this stump here, it's gonna give me wood chips like that. So let's see how much that gives us each stump. Oh, wow, that filled our bucket right away. Okay, so that's pretty good. Oh. Can't control my controls right now. Oh, you can. Okay, but I don't think it went into the truck. I don't think any of that went in the truck. I think it all just went right onto the ground. So, all right, so let's just scoop our wood chips all back up and take it right over here. We'll have to do this by hand until we get some type of trailer that we can put it in, but I don't think we need a trailer right now. I think I think we're good. So just dump that off. Look at that posture of my guy in there. Look at that posture. Holy cow. So that was $300. Like I said, right now, we're not going to worry about the wood chips too much. What I'm more interested in, that we can detach this, our tree grabber. I'm going to just call this our, let's see what it is called, brush and log fork. So our log fork. And then we'll go ahead and give this guy a try. So let's just head over to these trees. There's some big ones over here we might be able to grab. Now, the next thing on our list, guys, is going to be a trailer. That is for sure. All right, so let's bring the truck around here. Unfold the bed. Maybe that'll hold the logs up a little bit better. I don't know. Right now, we are actually at the lowest part of the season in August here, and pretty much the entire year sells for about 1,800. We'll work with that. Now, I think, let's say we want it to fall that way. We should chop it technically like this. It'll fall to our left if it's like we did the last tree. Yep, there we go. these guys down. Now, I think we're going to be able to go with the 6-meter lengths. So let's go ahead and go for 6 meters. That's where we're going to get the biggest bang for our buck, is 6 meter per log. If you guys are wondering where I'm seeing my length, at the top left there, you can see at the bottom of the top left information, you'll see as I start walking to the left and I'm looking at the log, you'll see it start to get bigger. So that'll tell me how much I'm about to cut. So cut about 6 meters every piece here. And let's test out our grapple. I said, I hope it works for this truck. I don't know if this truck's going to be able to hold these long logs like this. Let's see if we can get it up against this tree here. A little bit of horsepower. Okay, let's see if we can grab it. Okay, so we were able to get it. Can we actually run over this log right now? Let's see. Oh, we can push it. So, oh yeah, this is gonna be way too long for our truck. Let's see if we can get it in there. I mean, with it being with our strap, I think we'll be able to actually do it this way. I don't know if it's necessarily gonna be worth it, to say the least. This isn't working so hot. We got to get underneath this tree, and I can't seem to get underneath them. Okay, so this is not working as planned. Whoa! We're falling down. Oh my lord. I'm not even using the gas. We're just rolling down the hill, guys. This skid steer is having a really hard time. Wow. Okay. All right, let's try this again. I don't think these logs are that heavy. Just can't get underneath the log. Let's see, we'll try again with this piece over here. Maybe it's a weight thing. You know what? What if we actually use this thing as a grapple like this? What if we were to kind of come up over it? Because if I could tilt this, just come down on it here, and then close the hooks on it here, will it grab? Oh, okay, that might be the best way to do it. Okay. All right, so we'll use it like that. All right, so I did figure out exactly what the best way to do it is. So now let's see if we can get this on here. I hope that that's going to strap in. Oh, we got it. We got it hooked. Nice. Okay. Very good. Now, I know this seems like this is a lot. Whoa, we are going downhill. Oh my god. This is not going to be good. We're going to definitely tip over, guys. Oh. I don't want to let go of the log. Okay, I think I'm going to have to let go of the log. Come on. Get up. Get up out of here. I can't touch anything with this because the stupid tractor's in the way. Well, I thought I'd be able to kind of help ourselves up there. I don't think so. Alright, let's see if we can edit the ground now. Oh, a little bit. We're kind of able to. Oh, we're so close to being able to get out. Oh, right there. Oh, there we go. Oh my god. Okay, let's not get stuck like that ever again. That was terrible. I'm going to leave that log there until we can figure out a better way to grab it, because right now, that is not going to work. Beautiful. Alright. Now, I am going to attempt to grab this. Okay. There we go. Okay, good. So we were able to get this one out. Guys, it is nighttime and we don't have a shelter. That is not good. We also 50% on hunger and health. Or 50% on hunger and thirst. I don't know how we're not 50% on health after that fall that we had, but hey. Dump this guy in there. Beautiful. I want to see if our efforts are going to help us out here. Okay, cool. So we are able to actually strap these guys down. Let's just go. Oh my god. Oh, no. I didn't know we were going to fly off like that. Woo. Okay. Let's see if our efforts are worth it. Man, we are just hitting everything in our path right now. Okay. All right, let's see how much these 6-meter logs actually sell for. $4,000. So they do sell for a crap ton of money, guys. It is way more money than we made off the little ones. That was only for 3 pieces. So, and that was soft pine. Okay, what we need to do is get ourselves a shelter, guys, because at the moment it is nighttime. We have $8,000. What is available? What is available for our shelter? Oh my god, we could just get a hobo mat and sleep out under the stars. Oh no. And, okay, this one's $1,000 for. That's pretty nice. Not that bad. We got a tent here overlooking the water here. I think would be super nice. There we go. Front door looking out the shop. Boom. That's it. Okay, cool. So we have a house. We can now let's close this for the night too. We can actually drive over to our house over there. Let's fold up our pickup truck bed there. Okay, cool. So we're gonna head over here to our house. We park out the side of it and head in for sleep, guys. All right, here we go. Let's open up our house here and see what we got. Okay, we got a nice little couch here, nice photo, table, our kitchen here. Wash our hands and put our food in here. Let's see, can we get our food on the table there? So then we grab this. Whoa, our bed just folded down. I didn't even know that that was an option. That is freaking awesome. I guess it's dark enough or late enough that we can just, it folds into a bed. That's pretty cool. Okay. And, see, look, we get our water on the table here. All right. Oh, there's a door to the bathroom. That's pretty nice. We could sleep in the toilet. That's pretty good. Close that up. All right, so let's have some dinner before we head to bed here, guys. So we're just going to eat this. Nice. And we're also going to have some water. Beautiful. So we are back up to 99% hunger, 90% thirst, and 100% health, and we are going to head to sleep right now. We're going to wake up bright and early, we'll go about 5:30 in the morning. That'll be perfect. All right, so we're up in the morning. Oh my god, we are hungry. 38% hunger and 31% thirst. So we're going to have to eat some food here. Let's have a couple burgers, soda pop, water, and then we are good to go. It's a new day. Oh, wow, look at that. Wow, the beautiful sight from our front door is the moon right there. That's very cool. All right, cool. So we're getting an early start this morning. It is just before 6. Close our door. Yes, we can. All right, so let's hop into our truck here. Get our lights on. We got our brights. All right, guys, so what we're going to be doing here is we're just going to grab some more logs. Remember, so we figured out how to do this the most efficient way. Basically, we're going to use this as like a grapple, pretty much. Instead of being able to pick it up with like a forklift. It just doesn't work that way. I'm not sure why it doesn't work as it's intended, but hey, we found a way to use it, and sometimes life is all about finding out how to work with what you got. Obviously that did not work right there. Beautiful. All right, turn around and put this in the truck. So these 6-meter logs are going to be a game changer for us with how much money we are able to make with them. This little skid steer is decent, but it is also not the best. We could get a tractor. We can get a trailer for these logs as well. And we get a tractor with a winch, which we could cut the 6-meter logs and just drag them over to the cell station, which might be a better option than this. But that tractor that we need is about, I think, $12,000. And we drop it right there on top of the roof. Kind of shove it in there. There we go. Made a little ramp over here that we could kind of just go down, which is interesting. Go ahead and get this over to the cell station here. Now, I would like to start mulching. Again, like I said, it's the wrong time of year to mulch, but it's okay. So let's just go ahead and chop these trees down and continue our logging process here. Go ahead and chop it this way. All these woods. Okay, well, that was the wrong way. Did not want that to fall. Okay, well, it got caught on this other tree. Interesting physics. Chop this guy. Alright, so the way that you cut starting is the way that it's gonna fall. Okay. I do have a bit of an idea. I think what we're gonna do is we're going to build like a little fence, and then we're gonna push this these trees, once we cut them, to be able to get it better with our grapple. And we'll try it that way. So this could be expensive. Let's see. So first, let me chop these guys down here just so that I can see what we're working with. Wow, we are high up here on this tree. Well, okay, let's test and see if this fall damage takes our health away. Nope, it doesn't. So I don't know how you lose health. But hey, I'm not complaining about being 100% healthy. That's for sure. Beautiful. So these 3 logs are good to go. So we'll head into construction here. I know these are super expensive, but I think this is going to be worth it. I think we will get our money back. This is 70 for a weathered garden fence. Let's see. What does this fence look like? Put that much down there. I think this should work for us. So let's see what happens here. So let's cut these logs up and we'll give this a go. Again, going for the 6 meter long. That's going to be our best pricing. Okay, so let's head over here to our tractor. I think what we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to give this a shot. We might be able to buy a pusher for this thing. And that might work a little bit better as well. But let's see if we can use these forks like a pusher. Push it up against this fence. Beautiful. Just like that is exactly what I wanted to do. Just push everything up against the fence. That one is sitting straight at us, so let's back this up a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. It's like the trees are actually like on my forks now, which is pretty good. And I should have made this fence a little bit longer, but we don't own the property over here. Which we will actually try and get to owning property, more property in the future, but we're gonna deforest as much of this land as we can. Actually, I think I'm able to actually grab these. Nice. We just gotta kind of get some speed and oh no, see, they just keep falling out. We can kick it over with our tires, actually. That might be the best way to do it. Look at that. Since we've gotten a few of them over here, the idea is to lower this, open up our teeth, and just ram into the stack here. Try and see if we can grab 2 of these guys at a time. Let's see if we got a good grab on them. We want to go back on it and up. Okay, looks like we got 2 of them. Nice. All right, so let's go ahead and pick this up. Whoa! Timber on that one. Holy cow. Okay, so you can flip this thing forward. So we're just going to bring our truck over. Oh my god. I did not know you could just flip that thing over like that. Didn't think it was in the game's physics, but it is. Okay. Drive our truck right up underneath there. Oh, shoot. We're just a little too short. Or a little too high for the skid steer. See if we can go nice and easy there. Alright. Into the skid steer. So we'll just have to lift this higher. This is my idea. Okay, that was much smoother than over at the other side where we were kind of a little bit confused of what we were doing. Let's try to grab some more. Okay, seems like we're in there. Nice. Nice, okay. Alright, and we want to come up as high as we can here. Ah! Oh, God, we just keep falling on our face. Gotta grab this one without flipping our truck over, but it's kind of stuck. All right, so we're in our truck now. I'm gonna try and see if I can, there we go, strapped it down. Just drive away straight out the claws of the skid steer. Oh god. Again, we have some pretty decent sized wood in here, and it's all cut to 6 meters, so it should sell for a decent price. $4,000 for that little bit, so it is working. We are at $10,000 right now, making a decent chunk of change just from a few logs at a time. Once we get a trailer, this will be significantly better, guys. We'll make way more moolah. I think my next thing would be a winch and a tractor. Maybe we'll be able to just drag it over to our cell station. All right, we're only able to grab one there. That's okay. Beautiful. Okay, we kind of got a good operation going on here. I think this fence helped tremendously, guys. This fence was elite. I just needed something to push it against, you know. I was like getting tired of not having anything to push it against, and figured, what if we just took a fence, push it against that? Probably the best decision I made so far. Okay, right there. Now we can hop into our truck. Go ahead and get the pulleys on. Oh, did we pulley the... We pulleyed the skid steer. Oh my god, I didn't think that was possible. Hold on, we're gonna lose a couple logs here. Wait. Oh, we pulleyed the skid steer again. Trying to figure out... There we go, got it. Alright, now $3,000 sold there. And then we'll actually come back, because all these trees were chopped in the same area. We'll actually come back with the wood chips. But that makes me think, actually, if we were going to grab all of these trees and then we could drag them out from where they are, and we could bring them over to the concrete before we chop them, it'd be super easy to use the bucket to scoop it up and grab extra wood chips. So that might work even better for us. Maybe we can try and push them like this, maybe. Actually, might be lucky. There we go. That actually worked a lot better than I thought it was going to work. Wait, don't talk too soon. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, straight to our truck. Beautiful. Man, this truck is taking a beating. But you know what? It's a work truck for a reason. Beautiful. Okay, jump in our truck here. Get our straps on. Nice. Drive it straight to the station. We could just... We're pretty close. We could just drive right there with the skid steer, but that would be one at a time. This is a lot faster, I think. Another $2,000 sold there. All right, we are at $15,000 now. I want to drive over here and take a look at the shop and see what other options we have besides for that skid steer. All right, we're gonna go ahead and grab this tractor here. It's $12,000. We're gonna have to upgrade the front attacher, so that's what we need there, and that'll allow us to put on our pusher that we need. So this will be $12,000. We can put the turbo on for the same price, which is interesting. Okay, $12,500 purchased. So we now have our tractor forestry section. Here we go, and this one is $8,000 for it. So we have a little bit more logging to do before we can get it. After shopping, here's our tractor. Nice. Before we can use our tractor, we do need to chop down some more trees. See if we can get rid of the stump. Get rid of the tree. All the limbs. Definitely got to get out here with this bucket. There is a lot of wood chips. Okay, so those three are done there. But let's go ahead and grab our little skid steer here. We might need to extend this fence a little bit. But I think that's not our property over there, which is the issue. So let's see if we can just get this guy here and just start pushing. And then once it's here, maybe we can actually go to the end of it and we can push it straight. That would be what is preferred here. Let's turn around. So you guys will see the strategy. I think this will work. It'll make it way long. There, it's perfect. So, yeah, let's push it even further. So if we just push all these trees straight, this is why I want the winch. So I can just do this, line all the trees up beautifully, and then chop them all nice. There's some long trees. Look at the side. This is going to be a good one for us. We're going to make a lot of money on this one. We'll push that guy straight. All right. Be right about there. Now we'll come around the side and push it in. Boom. This thing is working pretty good. Power here. Let's see if we can... There we go. All right, we're going to have to jump into our truck and move it about here. And then we're actually going to jump into construction mode, and we'll go ahead and build the rest of this fence. Let's turn here, make sure that we have a straight line. $1,000 invested into our tree harvesting. So that should work pretty well. Now we can just push these up against the fence and get to chopping. I have an idea in my head. I think this is good, but we will have to see how it all works out. After all, we are stranded in the wilderness with nobody to help us, so it's all on us at the moment. All right, so start cutting. All right, so it seems like as I cut this, you can see a lot of things are a lot more even, and it's making a nice pile. So it'd be super easy for us to pick it up when we're done cutting. There we go. On a way to be able to push sticks with other sticks. And now I'm going to test a theory, but I wanted to park this right behind the fence. But I think my bucket's going to be too short to be able to do it. But let's see. Maybe if we could park this truck. All right. So with the truck there and my skid steer here, let's see how this strategy works. My strategy is basically to just come in, grab the log, just drive it straight up over the fence, and throw it on. I mean, it worked, but I think it's just a little too short. My skid steer is just a little too short for what I really wanted it to look like. But maybe it works. Let's give it another go here. Let's actually grapple this one just because we might lose it. We didn't have the fence to back it up to. Alright, if we pull this up as much as we can, and then what if we tilt down, let it out, kind of shimmy it around. There we go. That was pretty good. Beautiful. Straight up with it. Now going over the fence is a good idea, but it's probably not going to work with this because I can't really get high enough, unfortunately. If we can actually latch that tree down. Actually, we can. That's interesting, but we were able to do it. So, oh, wow. Look, I'm just dragging this other tree over. Whoa. That was pretty good. That was clean. Okay. And for this hard work, we got ourselves, wow, $8,000 for that bit of wood. That was probably the most we've made at one time, I think. That was incredible. And we did it pretty quick, not going to lie. So let's go ahead and try this strategy again, where we butt the truck up to the fence here. It's just like I said, if we had a little bit longer of a skid steer, it would work even better. Front loader will be able to do this really, really well. So you can just jump over the fence. What type of fence is that? No privacy with that one. Whoa. That worked out in a way that I didn't even know it would work out. Alright, I have an idea. What if I just grab the whole stack like that, pick it up, and push it over? That worked very well. If we can actually grapple this. Okay. Just gotta get out of this fence here. There we go. Get this log over the fence. Yow! Perfect. That was, remember, that first sell was $8,000. That was a decent, oh man. Ouch, that hurt. Another one. $3,000 for that, right? Because the wood is not obviously as heavy. It's not going to be as expensive. But we do have enough money right now, and I am going to go over here and see if we can grab it. But we have enough money to attach our winch, and that might be the next best strategy for doing what we're trying to do here. So let's head into the shop here, and let's see if we can get ourselves a nice winch. All right, so here in the shop, we got $8,500, and that is what we are going to purchase. So buy this, very nice. And now all is left to do is hook up our winch with our tractor. So there it is. Give to attach, nice. All right, so we got our winch here, guys. This is a little bit different. So it basically is a winch and a pusher all in one. You can push and you can winch with it. So this tractor is a bit faster than that skid steer. So if I can just hook up these logs with my winch, which we have it on the front. I should have actually attached it on the back. That way we can drive forward with the logs. I don't know how many logs we can actually attach at one time, but if we can attach a lot, this might work out perfect. Oop. This is the idea that I had. It might be better than the skid steer, actually. And just got to get that guy there. Okay, so now we grab the winch, which we use R, and we can attach it to our trees. I don't know how... What the hell? Holy shit. Did you see that? Okay, well, let's try and not do that again. All right, and then we put it on there when we attach it to the tree. Very nice. And attach this one. B. Put another one here. B. And then we're going to have to back this tractor up just a little bit so we can get the other ones. I don't know how many we can do, but it looks like we can do quite a few. Okay, can't. Okay. Okay, a number amount of trees is maxed. Okay, so it looks like we can probably pull about 4 of them. So, all right, there we go. We got quite a bit of trees here. Just dragging them all over. We lost one of them because we only could hold on to 4. If we lift the winch up, that'll work better. Don't get stuck. And then we just get out and sell this. Beautiful. $2,800 sold of wood. So I think that's a better option than using the skid steer. Now that we've upgraded to this tractor, I think honestly it might be worth it just getting rid of the skid steer. The only thing that I would be interested in using the skid steer for is the mulch, but that little bucket's not going to be anything compared to what we can get for this tractor. We have a 3-point attachment. I think we could use a bucket with it. So let's grab that one. Hop in here. Just go around and grab all these trees here. Got it. These are the ones earlier that we couldn't grab. They were too far away. One more right here. Whoa! Okay, very good. So we'll take this over. This is going to sell for just a little bit because it's all the ends of the tree. It's nothing like the thick parts, but this is going to be a lot better for us, guys. We'll be able to just zoom around here and sell our wood just like that. That was a crazy part job. Here we go. Sold all that for $731. So that's how bad it is for like the little pieces of wood. You don't make very much money at all. Oh, with this being the way that we're gonna do this now, I don't even know if it makes sense to have this fence here or the skid steer or anything. I mean, maybe we just chop the trees down and just pick them up with the winch. It just might be that much better. So we'll go ahead and sell the skid steer. It was good while it lasted, but I don't think it's actually necessary for what we're trying to do at the moment. I'd like to use it for mulch, but we're gonna make enough money to be able to buy something better for mulch, and it'll be even faster. So sell that and sell the forks that we bought for it. So took a little bit of loss on that, but it did help us make enough money. So we are now at $21,647. So let's see here, enter demolition mode. Oh, I guess we don't make any money on the fence when we get rid of it, so we could have just left it. But hey, that's okay. Right now, we are going to hop into our tractor and get to cutting some trees down. And the way we're going to do this, and I thought about this already, is we are going to chop these trees and then drag them over first to our station over there. I think that was the best way to do this. So let's get out of here, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So we're going to cut this down just because it's in our way, not because we're going to actually use it for wood or anything, but it's just in our way a little bit here. So not going to get any money from it, but it was just in the way. So, and if we can carry 4 of them, which is what we've learned that our winch is capable of carrying, we're going to chop 4 of them. I actually should have chopped it the other way. It would have been easier to grab it from the back of them, but I think we'll be able to do it this way anyway. But we're going to pull our winch rope and attach it to that one. Maybe we won't be able to pull all of them at once because the winch rope is too short. But if we actually bring this tree a little bit closer to that one, we should be able to grab both. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so now we'll be able to grab both of these trees and drag them up here. Kind of tough for the tractor because I think the branch is underneath our wheel. Just want to get it up onto the concrete here. Detach the trees. Beautiful. Now we can work on them in the concrete here, where we can actually see the logs a lot better. We will go ahead and pull the other ones over here, but the first thing I want to do is use this tractor, back it up, and push it up against that cell station. So we'll just go ahead and lower this guy down and just back it right up against the cell station here. A little bit hard for the tractor. These trees are heavy. Alright, so it's on there. Let's see if we can lift it up a little bit. There we go. Alright, so instead of using the fence, I was thinking about using the cargo containers as our fence. And the best way I think I'm going to do this is to just attach the winch here and pull it forward. We just pull this thing forward, it should be able to pull it here. It'd be nice to get a pusher on the front of this tractor, that would be for sure. That'll work for now. There we go. Beautiful. So that's set up. All right, and now we'll go ahead and grab these other trees that we cut down before. Pushing that one back, we'll be able to grab both of these, I think. Okay. Now if we just grab the... Oh, put it on that one. There. Beautiful. All right, so we'll bring these two up as well. No more needing to put the logs in the truck or anything. We'll just chop them up to size while they're already up on the station. This tractor is so weak, it can't pull the trees correctly. It might also just be the way that we are attached to them. I want to attach to the bottom of the tree next time, because the top of the tree I don't think is working very hot here. Oh, wait, I just figured something out. Oh, wow, okay, I can hit Control and M, and I can drive forward and extend my winch. Ah, once it's attached, you can extend it. I see. That is interesting. Very interesting. That makes it very much easier to drive this thing. Detach it there. And now we'll drive back over here and we can push these guys up, but we're going to chop all the foliage off of them first. Nice, kind of did both of them at the same time there. That was pretty cool. Beautiful. Just like that. That is awesome. And then now, all that there's left to do is to come over here with the chainsaw and to chop these guys. Oh, wow, wait. Our hunger is 40% and our thirst. Oh, my God. Hold on. We got to eat. A couple burgers and some water bottles. That was not good. That was not good, guys. Okay. So now all there's left to do is just to cut these guys to 6 meter length. And we're going to make probably the most money we've ever made at all with this so far. One of my goals is to get into mulching. Because I know mulching can be really, really lucrative as well. But right now, this is what we currently have going on. So, throw that on there. It's on here. So, all this wood is in there. It's all chopped to 6 meter in length. And let's see how much we make from this. Holy, $9,500, almost $10,000 for that. That is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I don't know if I was paying attention, but I think as I cut this, the mulch was going in there. So I think we were making some money on that as well, which is actually quite interesting. Okay, so now we are going to try the method that I want to try. I wanted to try it, but I kind of messed it up. So basically, the method is to chop the trees facing the other direction. And what that will allow us to do is just hook up the winch right away and drag them from the back. And I think that'll work really well. So let's just, so we're going to do these three. So let's start with this one. We should chop it that way. Yep. Beautiful. Now we will get rid of these stumps here, just so that we can back the tractor up with no problems. All right. So basically, I want to push these guys together a little bit. So let's grab this. All we do is just lower this guy down a bit. Push them together. Okay, so just hop out here. I wish you could do the winch without getting out the tractor. That would be cool, but it would be, I guess, not realistic, right? We'll attach them. Beautiful. Just like that. This is the best I've done so far. Control and M to extend the winch as we move forward, and let's go. Just like that, we got 3 big logs coming straight out of the forest. They are a little bit difficult to move. They're heavy, but a tractor with a little bit more balls than this could probably do a bit better. Okay, once we get a little bit past it, right about there, we go ahead and turn this guy around, and we back it up. We'll probably back it up before we even do anything here. That'll work. All right, now let's hop out here, grab our chainsaw. Just want to get rid of all these branches. That is definitely the fast way to do this, guys. For sure. We have found the best system. And then just crank into it. Just like that. Push it up against the back. Now, maybe what we should do is just keep bringing more logs over here before we even sell. That might work. So let's grab 3 more. That was the wrong way. I think I'm just gonna chop a bunch of trees down right now, just to get them all out of the way. Alright, these guys aren't wanting to fall because of different reasons here. We are just chopping down this entire forest right now, guys. Just every single tree that we see within this area. Just chopping it all down so we can grab them easier and just take them all out. Go right in here. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. Oh, there. Maybe we can go to this one. Should be able to just yank these guys right out. So extending that winch allows me to grab these nicer. It is becoming dark outside, guys. So we are going to have to call it a night here soon. See if I can chop these trees first before I go to sleep. Let's see if we can cut these all out before night comes. This is a long tree. Holy cow, guys. Look at this. Wow, we are high up in the air. Woo! We'll push these trees back up here, making this super easy for us. You know, when we sell this one, I think we'll get somewhere around like $15,000. Beautiful. Just like that. And start trying to figure out lengths on these guys. That's too long, but this is also short, so I don't really care. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to cut them all before the sun goes down, but we're going to go head to bed now. Anyway, let's go hop in our truck here, and let's get to sleep. When the sun goes down, we stop working. It's like the olden days. We could put some lights here, and we can get working while the lights are on. We might do that. Whoa! Alright, park in the back. I think we'll just grab a couple snacks here. We'll have water, some juice, and a burger. And then we will go ahead and go to sleep.